Hello dear viewer, this is the intro to a video about a video game. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Jet Fusion. 9 words that when strung together name this very PlayStation 2 game that I played the other day. Well, until something terrible happened. Stick around, I'll explain. My stack of unplayed titles was 18 games high when I thought to myself, a simple platforming game sounds fun, let's give this Nickelodeon game a shot. You see, I've been keeping a sort of mental list of Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network games, and Nickelodeon has a much better track record so far. So while I didn't expect anything crazy good like some of the SpongeBob games, I figured that this had to be better than something like, I don't know, Cartoon Network Racing? Well, dear viewer, it was an adventure that I'd like to describe to you while speaking into a microphone and showing game footage clips. Let's do this. First of all, this game was developed by Chrome Studios, an Australian video game development company that is most well known for their Tide the Tasmanian Tiger games. They started off making surfing games for the Dreamcast and PlayStation 2 and worked their way into the Rush Development licensed game category. They sort of went out of business back in 2010, but they've come back as a mobile game company working on smaller projects. Back in 2003, we got Finding Nemo, Madonna kissing Britney Spears, and one of many Jimmy Neutron games. I don't know, like a dozen or something? The plot, according to the instruction manual, is as follows. Jumpin' Jupiter, Jet Fusion, the world's greatest action hero, has been captured by the evil Professor Calamitous. It's up to Jimmy Neutron and his mechanical dog Goddard to save Jet and stop Calamitous from taking over the world. Dope. I'm in for that plot. Excitement, spies, gadgets. Let's do it. Let's get this game played. Ah! Tutorial stage. Heck yeah! Control camera with the right analog stick. Awesome! Jump with the X button. Sweet! Climb a ladder by walking into it. Yes! Shimmy by holding left analog stick to the side. I got this! Purple flirt machine is checkpoint. Neutron symbol over my head alerts me to press triangle to activate a point of interest. I can't take it. Ah! Double jump time. Teach me to double jump now. What is life without a double jump? Whatever. I'm going to collect these stupid batteries and get out of this training zone. Ah yeah, running around the school and doing naughty things like jumping on desks. Chrome. You know we like doing things we're not supposed to do in real life. You're sassy. Okay, so there are pieces and bits of inventable gadgets, and we just need to maneuver these classrooms filled with kids who say the same thing over and over while throwing their balls at our face. We get our first gadget, the Goddard Shield, which is a short burst of invincibility. Using this makes it a little bit easier to get past ball-throwing boys and collect more doohickeys so that we can unlock yet another gadget, the Pulse Ray. Not too shabby. This ray gun is pretty fun. There's a quick blast that shoots out with the press of the square button, or a slower but easier to hit with blob blast done by pressing the circle button. Good stuff, but this won't work on enemies wearing glasses or other shiny objects, cause, you know, light bounces off of shiny surfaces. It's science, you guys. Come on. And finally, after some more collecting, we finish our school project, the Virtual World Reproduction Machine. What does it do, you ask? Why, it turns books into movies, on the fly. Here, I'll just let the game do the talking.
I give you Jet Fusion in the Land of Confusion, brought to life by the Virtual World Reproduction Machine. First, this ingenious invention transforms the text into a digital format. Then it projects a three-dimensional light image using the character database that was created. This brings life to the book, all in glorious 16:9 enhanced widescreen. With this invention, gone are the days of waiting for movie adaptations of books. Gone are the days of reading.
Gone is your invention, Neutron.
It's not my fault!
It's not your fault. I've never watched the Jimmy Neutron cartoon, but in this game he claims a lot of things aren't his fault. That really are. Is that from the show? Is the show about a kid who screws things up but never takes the blame for his mistakes? That's the impression that I've been getting from this game. Whatever, on to the Asian village. Asian village? But, what? can't even with this game, whatever. The story continues here with Jet getting a hold of Jimmy on a comm device of some sort and putting him to work on a rescue mission. We get some new enemies like this one. What do you suppose he is? He looks like a generic wilderness explorer to me. I looked it up in the instruction manual. That is a ninja, I guess. These guys are annoying. They're not too hard to hit, but if you miss, you have to run, and they can chase you at about the same speed as you can escape. It's nearly impossible to turn back around to shoot them, so be careful. Don't miss, I suppose, is my advice here. Using the blob attack has better odds than the blast attack. Keep on running and jumping through this mostly linear stage by following these arrows until you meet this new enemy with a metal hat. Shiny reflects light, remember? So we'll need a new weapon to deal with these, ninjas. But hold up, I've gotten a little bit ahead of myself here. You see, at one point after maneuvering through this stage, I found this switch. Switches before just had to be hit with the light gun to work, but this one isn't responding. Is the game glitched? It seems like I need a new item, but I grabbed everything I saw, so I go backwards to the stage and get some more exploration in, but can't find anything new. I'm starting to worry that I've found a game-breaking bug when I decide it's time to look up a guide. Also, Game FAQs just got bought by GameSpot, so their servers were all jacked up at the time, but I did find a guide. It turns out I missed an item way further back in the stage. It was hidden behind a destructible wall. It turns out I should not have been following the arrows placed around this area. Good call, Chrome. Smart move. Now we've got a new magnetic weapon, and like the light gun before, it has two attacks. The first is for attacking enemies and pulling levers, and the second is for dazing opponents. Not sure why I daze an opponent rather than just finish them off, but maybe this comes up later. Either way, I can come back to the lever and get past this door. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to get better, doesn't it? I'm afraid it doesn't. Shortly after this stupid door, we find this guy. He wants to race us. This part of the game must be completed. This is that terrible thing I mentioned earlier. This guy is a cheating punk. He instantly gets a head start and can't be bumped. He can push you around, but if you run into him, he's like a train running on a track. He can't be moved. This sucks. This is a sucky, terrible mechanic in an otherwise passable game, and I quit playing because of it. I tried for a while, but Jimmy's cart is so bad that it will spin out while in the air. You can lose wheel traction while in the air. Why? Why is this here? I tried to get through this for a while. I did get better at the race and almost completed it a couple times, but it's just so bad. There is nothing redeeming about this part of the game, and I decided to put it down. This game was a dull 4 out of 10 until it became a cheating jerk and dropped down to a 2. Screw this game. It's a rage quit title. I don't ever plan on playing it again.
Retired.
And that, dear viewer, is the game. Not a very good one. Not one I plan on playing again. And also has one of my biggest pet peeves. I had to look up a guide. I feel like a game did something wrong if I have to look up a guide. That irritates me. But yeah, so that's the video. I love talking about video games. If you comment down in like the comment section, I'm probably gonna reply. Just chat with me about video games, PlayStation 2 video games, whatever. I'm down to talk about it. Like, go and comment. We'll have a conversation. And subscribe. Just do that. Subscribe. The like button's good too, but subscribing is the main thing. Also, I put videos to click on right about now. Go ahead and click on that. Touch it with your finger. Have fun with it. I've got more videos. I put them out every Thursday. You're gonna like them. Some of them you'll love. Like, for real love. I ran out of things to say. Video's over. Bye.